Hi guys, welcome back to another part of Let's Play Final Fantasy, A Realm Reborn. We're back with Isa and we're in Gridania again. So we're just gonna, if I just bring back the HUD. So we're going to pick up the main quest as well as open up Leave Mate's Fathers and do our level 10 class quest. So let's just quickly, we'll start with this. So, impressed by your progress, Marween wishes to send you on to Brentbanch Meadows, where you will find further opportunities to learn. How is my favourite fresh-faced adventurer? Oh, do not scoff so, I speak out of habit. You've come a long way since you first walked through my door, and I'll not deny it. Hang on, I feel like I'm shouting over the music when I shouldn't be. There we go. And I will not deny it. As a matter of fact, I think it's about time you made yourself useful at Bentbranch Meadows in the central shroud. Unlike the recruits you see at the Bannock, men and women out at Bentbranch are fully occupied with their own work. As such, I imagine there are more than a few who would welcome the assistance of a rapidly maturing adventurer like yourself. Bentbranch is also home of a very usefully situated aetheryte. Yep, we already know that. It is, in other words, the perfect place for you to begin the next stage of your journey as an adventurer. Oh, sorry. And what better time than the present? Leave the city via Blue Badger Gate and continue to the southwest until you come to a bridge. Cross it, and when you spy an aetheryte in the distance, you may congratulate yourself on having successfully found Bentbranch Meadows. If you fancy, you may also make use of a chocobo porter service, doubtless the safest way to get to your destination. Chocobo Keep Singer should not hesitate to lend his birds to a capable adventurer like you. Oh, and be sure to introduce yourself to Keitha, the head chocobo wrangler, when you arrive. Thank you. Thank you very much. Right then, let's go pick up some quests. Right then, so in the last episode we didn't actually see the class quest for White Mage, and that is because I had some technical difficulties and it kind of just wouldn't let me, you couldn't hear anything. I did not read any of that. Great. It just didn't, you couldn't hear me, basically. It just cut all the sound out. So I edited my settings because in the first episode I was way too quiet, and then after I'd edited the settings, it recorded one bit where you could hear sound, and then as soon as I recorded another bit there was no sound to be heard. It was fun. Right, okay, so I think we're gonna go do the class quest first, which we'll need to go to the Lancers Guild for this. Now that we're at the Lancers Guild, we're just going to head to the ferry skipper here, who's going to let us go to Sweet Bloom Pier. I happen to be heading across the Sweet Bloom Pier in the East Shroud. Yes, we want to go to the East Shroud. Right then, so class quest. You must be Yzma. Brother Isumayan sent word to expect you. It shall be my pleasure to instruct you on the patterns of the gusts and gales. Now, how to proceed. Pray forgive my hesitation, but it was but recently that I had attained the title of Hera, and, well, you are my first student. Yes, I believe I have a suitable task for you. To the east of Sweet Bloom Pier there is a small spring giving rise to a pool. Go there and clear the air of the honeybee swarm which lately took up residence in the area. You seem uncertain. Mayhap you wonder at the connection between my request and the subject of your study. I sympathise, Yzma, but trust me, inexperienced though I may seem, the deed will deepen your understanding of the wind. Thank you. I tried to run in a thingy, so let's head to where she said. So, here we are. We're just gonna click on this and kill the honeybee swarm. Right, okay, we're gonna now head back. Welcome back. I take it the bees are no more. Tell me, did you happen to notice many of the Veilkin's preferred flowers in the vicinity of the spring? I ask because there were none. Strange then, is it not, that the bees should choose to congregate there? And what has caused this And what has caused this aberrant behaviour? Still your mind and reach out with your senses. Can you feel it? The path of the wind veers from its natural course, sweeping hapless creatures along in its wake. Something is playing havoc with the air currents. Such a disturbance bespeaks corruption. Return to the spring near Sweet Bloom Plea and search for the pockets of corrupted air. Should you find one, use your powers of conjurer to disperse it. Okay, so we're now in an instance where we're going to oh dear, this is difficult. See, she says leave the healing to me, but she just let you get quite low before she heals you. It's terrifying. So that's raw sludge gone. Ew. That sounds disgusting. And there we go. We've done. Well done. The wind no longer keens its frustration. Let us return to Full Flower. I must apologise for exposing you to such danger. The corruption was greater than I anticipated, but it is through such trials that we flourish as conjurers. Now then, Yzma, what did you learn as you struggled with the air's grasp? You will doubtless have noticed that wind does not strike with the instant crushing force of earth. Instead, it torments one's form, dancing across every surface and leaving a 1,000 tiny wounds in its wake. These are the agonies of erosion. Having experienced such pain, you are now intimately acquainted with wind's capacity for patient destruction. No land is a stranger to its power. When you stand under distant skies and feel the wind's familiar caress upon your skin, remember the lessons you have learned here this day. I suppose I should be grateful that the slightest elemental disturbance manifested itself in such an opportune time. Only gods know what I would have taught you if it had not. Yet the growing frequency of such phenomena begins to concern me. While it is true that the calamity wrought much harm upon the Trollswood, I suspect some other forces at work here. I bid you remain wary, Yzma. But enough of these ominous rumblings. I regret to say that your time with me is at an end. Return to Stillglade Fane and inform Brother Isumai that your newfound mastery. Oh, and be sure to thank him for sending me such a willing first student. We certainly shall. So let's head back to New Gridania. Welcome back, Yzma. The elementals inform me you have opened your ears to the voice of the wind. That is well. Having made allies with 2 elements, you are well on your way along the path of Kundry, though full comprehension of these forces will only come to you in the fullness of time. Be patient. As you seek to embrace nature more fully, so will nature hold you more closely. They made you study wind, why bother? You don't need wind to heal things, whatever those daily lessons tell you. Conjurers are inextricably bound with nature, Sylvie. The dreary lesson is one you should have learned by now. I assume by your presence here that you have once again abandoned your tutors. You must understand, if you persist in casting spells without the proper knowledge, I have all the knowledge I need. My mother never needed to embrace nature to heal, and the people she helped were thankful for her art. I'll learn conjurer the same way she did, and become just as great a conjurer as you'll see. But I didn't come here to argue with you, brother Isamai. I wanted to tell you that I've discovered how to cast rays. What were you thinking, girl? You know not what you do, what you risk. You are meddling with forces beyond your comprehension. Should you even attempt to use that spell, I will have no recourse but to strip you of the name Conjurer, and banish you from our halls. Do I make myself clear? Why must you be so angry with me? It's not as if I was trying to hurt anyone. But that's, Sylvie, my dear child, that's precisely the point. My apologies, Yzma. I hope you do not find these constant disruptions distracting. As you have just heard, Sylvie's mother was also a conjurer who was unable to use any spells outside of the sphere of healing. Needless to say, Sylvie speaks to emulate her in every way. It is rare and wondrous talent to heal without relying on the energies of nature, but such power is not born of true conjurer. By all that we know of the art, it should not be possible for Sylvie to cast rays. I shudder to think what would happen if she tried. I fear my inability to set her upon the truth path reflects my own failings as a teacher. I am only glad that those same failings have not hindered you. Whatever it be, with my help or in spite of it, I believe that you will become a fine conjurer. Already you are blessed with a great power, and more shall be yours, should you persevere with our art, as indeed I hope you shall. Yet, however much you grow, however powerful you become, remember that ours is a power borrowed, not taken. Before you depart, I would speak to you of one further matter. Thus far you have completed 3 tasks to my satisfaction. I would officially recognise your efforts by granting you leave to join other guilds. Britannia is home to guilds representing lancers, archers, leatherworkers, carpenters and botanists. Should any of these paths appeal to you, you are free to seek membership at the associated establishment. But I would ask you not to bear one thing in mind. While man is given to curiosity and want to explore new paths, only through focus may he attain true enlightenment. Naturally, it would please me most if you place conjuring above other pursuits. Regardless of the path you choose, however, I have every confidence that your deeds will be the honour of all concerned. Now go, Yzma, and seek your destiny. Ever shall the earth meet your footfall and wind guide your path. Thank you. You now have access to our armory system. Quests to unlock other classes can be undertaken by speaking to the receptionist in the corresponding guilds. There exist myriad disciplines in Eorzea that adventurers can take up. For the most rewarding experience, however, it is recommended that you first focus on mastering your current class. Thank you. Right, we definitely don't want that yet. Oh, you take the body. The gloves don't really do much. Feet don't really do much, but the body would do much, so we'll go for the body. Yay! Right, okay, so we're now gonna do this. Ew. That is quite disgusting. And, oh, we've got a better conjurer's arm now, which is this. Right, so now that we can pick up other classes, I am debating whether to go get the other classes. Just to... we can make gil off them, we can... it will give us something other than just a healing class to play on, so I think we might get the other classes. But I don't think leveling up is going to be a focus of this Let's Play. We're going to focus on conjuring and easemet and getting through the other bits and bobs, so that can be something to do in my spare time. But for now, I'm not going to go pick anything up yet. I'm literally just going to go and do the Bentbranch bits. So let's head to Bentbranch. Right, so we are now in Bentbranch. We're going to do a couple of we're going to do the quests and see what we need to pick up around here. So given the MSQ. You must be the venturer me own sent word about. I'm Keitha, head wrangler around these parts. I heard of many and more of things about you, good things, least you worry. When the elder Setia bade us welcome venturers, 'tis fair to say we had our doubts, till hard-working folk like yourself set about proving us wrong. That is, consider me a convert. Any road, you've a mind to help out at the ranch, have you? Good. We could always do with a hand or two to keep the place running smoothly. As a matter of fact, I've a desk right here for you. Here that wants doing. Let me know when you're ready to... Let me know when you're ready to get busy. Oh, and you come highly recommended, so don't go letting no one down, eh? Yay! Oh, don't think they're as nice as what we need. Seven hells, some bastard. Okay, that's some language. Quirn has gone broken into one of me chocobo eggs. The filthy little thief was busy looting the barn when the gash startled it, prompting the damn thing to drop the egg it was clutching and run. Some of the lads gave chase, bless them, but when three more of the vermin appeared, me lot had no chance but to turn back. Something has to be done about the Quiggern. Would you mind heading over to Matron's Leith and having a word with a soldier named Rosalind for me? The ratmen nest in her neck of the woods, see? She'll know what to do. Okay. So that is the first MSQ quest, so let's go pick up the side quests. Okay, so we're back at the MSQ. You're here on Cleophas' behalf. I see. Broken of her eggs, you say? And there were 4 of the creatures. The Quiggern are a nuisance at the best of times, but we must now trespass and... But we must now add trespass and chocobo murder to their list of transgressions. They have forced our hand. Our retribution needs to be swift and decisive. And who better than who better than you to deliver it, adventurer? Find the lair to the west of here and make an example of exactly 4 Quiggern scramblers. We can send no clearer message. Poor little guys. You feel bad for them. You feel bad when they die, 'cause they make that little like noise that Ta-da! Right, okay, we've done it. The deed is done. Good. A grim task, but a necessary one. You have shown them the folly of inciting the wrath of those who consort with adventurers. Perhaps now the quick earner will think twice before giving to their langshiness. I don't know. Maybe. Or maybe not. Hey, we're level 14. Ooh, side quest. Okay, what's this one? Just gonna take the other one. Oshajab, a wood whaler at Matron's Leith, is looking for a sure-footed adventurer to pluck blue trumpets from the root of the nearby Heaven's Spiller. Ho there, adventurer. You seem light on your feet. Fancy a quick skip along the roots of the Heaven's Pillar here. I need someone to pick off a blue trumpet or two. I know what you're thinking. It's not more than a mushroom, so why the commotion? I'll tell you why. You allow that fungal menace to multiply, and within a moon they'll be covering the whole damn root and rotting the wood clear through. Just watch your step while you're up there, though. The termites on the ground won't waste any time in adding insult to falling injuries. Once you have done, head up to the top of end of the route and report to Theodore. He'll be glad to hear someone's taking care of one of his more dreaded chores. I'm picking up these mushrooms. Right, okay, so now we've got all the little mushroom things. Yep, so now we've got all the little mushroom things, we're going to hand it into this guy. Oh, you've cleared the blue root. Oh, when I can speak. Oh, you've cleared the root of blue trumpets. Wonderful. To be quite honest, I have this teeny tiny problem with heights. No, this is not my ideal posting, but we all do what we must. Keeping the route passable is an important job, you see. It's one of the few ways folk can traverse the central sound since the calamity, all but split the area in twain. It is not perhaps the easiest pathway to walk, but there are those who would believe the will of Matron herself caused the tendril of the Heaven's Spiller to remain thus suspended that it might serve the forest people. I'm rather fond of that notion myself. That's cute, really cute. Ooh, new boots. It is regrettably my duty to stand watch over the road from here to the Bentbranch Meadows. The ranch has become a veritable institution of Gridania, so there are many threats to its continued operation, and so any threats to its continued operation are taken quite seriously by the wood whalers. Which reminds me, mayhap it was my imagination, but I believe I caught a glimpse of some shadowy fellow not too long ago. Would you mind passing word on to Rosaline down there? I will go myself, but well, it's hard enough marshalling the courage to walk the route for my shift. Okay, I'm just like a scaredy cat. Right, yeah, we're gonna just head back down. And speak to Rosaline. A shadowy fellow, Now that you mention it, I have seen something. I dismissed it as a trick of the light before, but I thought I saw a shadow in the forest to the north. Still, I suspect it's nothing more than a quick-earned thief on the run. If you must state your curiosity, by all means investigate. Should you actually find something of note, I would like very much to see it. Right, okay, so we're heading back to Bentbranch. Okay, so I think this might be evidence of a shadowy figure. How it slept out here with these things though, I have no idea. So let's have a look at the worn leather bag. We'll just quickly head back to Rosalind. Have you found something? Possibly a leather bag. Remnants of a campfire and a forgotten bag. This could belong to any adventurer or traveller. And inside we have a chocobo grooming bush and roseling oil. But wait, why would a traveller make camp here when it would be far safer to beg the hospitality of Bentbranch Meadows? Bugger me, I think this belongs to that stranger said to be meddling with the chocobos. Thank you, adventurer. We have been lax in our duties, but no longer. I swear we will find this shadow. Okay. Hey, we got to 15. Now we need to put on these, because they're better. We cannot allow other sentries to dismiss similar sightings. They must know that what we have learned. To that end, I have prepared this letter containing everything we know about our mysterious stranger. I need you to show it to my comrades through the shroud. Once each sentry has committed the details to memory, have them write their name at the bottom for confirmation. Start with Alma at the Bannock, and find Bernard at the eastern gates of Brentbanch Meadows. They ought to relay the information on to others. Finally, make sure Ilga sees the letter. He stands within the stables, so that this stranger aims to harm the chocobos. Ilga may have to personally put it to an end. Right, okay. Okay, so we've reached Elmar? You don't look like you're here for training. No, I'm not. A shadowy figure, understood. I'll pass the words to the recruits as well as the sentries. Let me just make my mark. There, that should do. If you're following the road south, you'll find Bernard by the bridge to Bentbranch. Godspeed, adventurer. Thanks. You have business with me, adventurer? Yes, we do. Here's a letter. Rosalind is right to be cautious. For this stranger to venture so close yet go to such lengths to remain undetected is highly suspicious. They clearly have designs on Bentbranch. We appreciate the help. I should write my name here, yes? And here, take it. You'll find Ilga in the stables past the aetheryte. Thank you very much. Right, and this one. Mind the birds, adventurer. They get nervous around strangers. What's this? A shadowy stranger near Matron's Leave. You've already shown this to Bernard and Elma, I see. Good. Then all that is left to do is inform the staff here. Not everyone here is a wood whaler, true, but even our stable boys wouldn't hesitate to take up arms to defend these chocobos. Let's see. You're quite the compassionate adventurer by the sound of it. Well, far be it from me to look a gift chocobo in the mouth. I've need of a capable woman like yourself. We received a peddler at the gates the other day, an excitable Lalafell that was sweating and swearing that he had been attacked by large winged beasts. Yet, other than hornets, I know of no flying creature in this region. If there's any truth to what he said, it might be proved problematic for other travellers. Follow the road south and see if you can find any evidence. And should you find something, kindly tell Lothrier to patrol his area sometime instead of just standing beneath the spire and staring at the goddamn road in those words. Yes, sir. Okay, so I think we're going to leave it there for today. because the last episode was way too long, so I'm hoping this one isn't too short. While I'm still like trying to get my head around timings and things. So yeah, we're gonna leave the episode there for today. And then we'll come back with some more MSQ next time. So thank you for joining for part 3.